Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Welcome to the new and improved Dynastyers podcast episode. Yes.
Yeah.
I am one of
Come
your
on, man.
hosts, your boy, Darius Capers. Kung Fu Cape on the Twitch. You know what I'm saying, man. Darius Capers on all my social medias. Please, before you do anything, make sure you give us a follow at the social medias above. That is the Instagram. That is the YouTube. Also, please give our partners at the Capers Cares Foundation a follow on Instagram as well. You see them repping. You know they doing big things in the Raleigh-Durham area. Please do it. I'm going to go in and pass it around to the host, and we're going to get into this new and improved Dynastyers episode. So, Alex, take it away.
What it do, family? I know y'all loving this new design we got going on. More big things to come.
Yes,
a lot of bright minds behind this stuff. I'm telling y'all, tune in. We're going to have it jumping like Sports Center in a little bit. It's your boy, 10 gold bands. I know y'all can see it now. 10 gold bands on the socials. Jamal Wick on the Twitch. I've been practicing on some of y'all little brothers and big brothers, and I've been getting busy. It's coming on the YouTube soon. We gonna get it going. What's up with it, Henry? Talk to me, bro. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, bro? I'm gonna let you slide on that because that was a little crazy. You came into the platform with a little crazy when I was about to hit you with the ball. It was a little whoa, but I got you. I'm gonna let you slide.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, bro.
Don't get too excited.
Just tighten up. Yeah.
Tighten up.
What's up, players, partners, pimps? It is your boy, it is your friend, it is the homie that takes care of the city, Henry Capers, and I'm so glad to be with you this evening on our brand new platform. We have created something completely different. Definitely want to shout out StreamYard. Definitely want to shout out the new platform that we are on. Giving us this space, this place, this opportunity to elevate our game to the next level. Man, I'm so glad to be here today. You can check me out all the time at Long Live My Reign, all caps, on Instagram. You can also see me with the work that we're doing. Come follow us at the Capers Cares Foundation, where we're getting to it every single day, every single week, every single month, taking care of the people. Y'all chap in. Yes, sir.
Yes. And like Henry said, man, we are now bringing y'all episodes from StreamYard. Let us know in the comments below, man, if you liking the new design that we got, man. A lot of hard work and time went into this, and a lot more hard work and time is going into giving y'all the best product we possibly can here at the Dynastyers. So before we get into the first topic, we also want to give Zoom a shout out. Thank you guys for giving us our sea legs. Now we had to crawl before we could walk, had to walk before we could run. Now we trying to sprint. So let's get to it, man. So the first topic that the people wanted to talk about, because of course my Jets this past weekend fell to 1-2. So I wanted to let y'all know that.
Are we surprised? Like we need to. This is a narrative that we need to move past at this point. Like I'm tired of the Jets, bro. Like the Jets bore me. And it used to be the Commanders. The Commanders stepped their game up. Then it became the Broncos last season. Now it's the Jets, bro. I'm kind of tired of the storyline. Like if this was a part of the script, then the NFL gave us a really boring story.
That's what I'm saying.
Time to cancel this. Let's go ahead. No, let's not bring them back for season 2. Let's go ahead and get them out of here. Let's disband that team. We would love to have Sauce in Kansas City. Tell them to come on. We got a spot for them.
Well, everybody on the panel will be interested to hear that as of the last 24 hours, my New York Jets did bring in another quarterback. Trevor Siemian has signed a 1-year deal, so he will be looking to back up Zach Wilson for the next week or two. He will be sitting on the sidelines. Hopefully, we will have him week 5, week 6, somewhere around that time frame. So the Jets are listening to the Dynastyers because they got us another quarterback.
No, they not. No, they not. Bring back Cap. Hey, y'all heard me say it. Bring back Cap.
You were saying bring back Cap, bring back Flack. You were saying bring back Mark Sanchez at one point, bro. No.
Bring them on. Hey, bro, what y'all got to lose? There's nothing. Y'all have nothing to lose.
But that's nothing at all, bro. But that's the thing. The more losing we do, the better we will be in the.
Y'all are not.
That's what you
y'all
guys
are not getting
thinking.
Caleb Williams, bro. Y'all are gonna get Duke Riley. That's who y'all are getting. And it's no knock on Duke Riley.
His name is Riley Leonard.
No, he plays for Riley. Duke though. I'm saying that's my nickname for Duke Riley.
Call him Duke Riley.
I would like to say something, bro.
But Riley Leonard's a good kid, bro. He works. He be coming by my job and volunteering.
I know he's nice. I'm not saying nothing to him, but
he's a good.
Y'all are not gonna. I'm just saying they're not gonna lose enough games to get Caleb Williams, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't believe so. I mean, because the truth is, a team literally has to win one game. Chicago literally has to win one. Like, y'all are number 2 at least. Chicago still is ahead of y'all. And just
we're 3 right now. We're 3.
And just like Jets fashion, y'all would be the organization to literally go on like a 5-game winning streak and be like picking in the top 7, 8, 9. Like,
there's no way. Well, first off, it's a few 0-3. It's a few 0-3 teams because Carolina's 0-3, the Vikings are 0-3, the Bears are 0-3. So we're probably number 4 or number 5 right now. But we're going to revisit this conversation week 7, week 8. I don't want to stand it too long because I want to get to your guys' winners and losers for the week. But we're going to revisit this. And when we're either 1-6, 1-7, 2-6, 2-5, I'm going to come to y'all and say, guys, what do y'all think? We're a bottom 4 team. Do you think we're still too good to get Caleb Williams? And then the other team down there is probably going to be maybe the Cardinals or the Bears. And I think they're going to stick with the guys they already have. They're not going to take a quarterback. You're going to see, bro. You guys are going to see. You guys are going to see. You'll all see.
Well, hold on, brother. You'll be all right.
Pivoting away from my Jets because everybody hates the New York Jets because we're the best team in the NFL when at full strength. I want to get to the winners of the week. So this was a big week of football. I mean, we saw a lot from this week of football, man. And I know you guys are going to get into it. I don't want to steal the thunder from y'all. I'm going to pitch it to you first, Alex. I want to come to you and hear what you're thinking because, winners from the week. Who do you got this week, man?
Look, I might shock y'all, but I'm still on the Love train, man. Look, Jordan Love, I think he's going to be the franchise quarterback. I really think Green Bay did good getting out from Aaron Rodgers. We see he's injured now. I don't know if he would have been injured in Green Bay, but I do know that Jordan Love looks competent. He looks like he will not give the game away for you. He looks like he's an upgrade of a Dak Prescott, who I know is on the trading block probably coming this year anyway. So I think Green Bay is seeing good signs. He's gonna keep your guys competitive, and if you can surround him with a good defense, I think you got something moving forward, going ahead. And the Dolphins, look, they got the fastest NFL team we've probably ever seen. Mostert is running like 22. I'm gonna butcher his last name, Akane. 21 miles per hour. I know I butchered it. I'm sorry. I tried.
I honestly don't know his name either. So
I don't know.
We're gonna call him DA.
All right, DA.
We're gonna call him.
We already know where the cheetah is, and Waddle, he was out, but we know he's gonna be waddling all year too.
Thank God Waddle was out.
Mm-hmm.
They could have 100. They could have got to 100. Because they was at 70 points with 6 or 8 minutes left on the clock. Like
Mike McDaniel didn't want to break the record. Yeah. I would have went for it.
Yeah.
I would have went for it. Those are my 2 winners though. Like I think the Dolphins are going to be in the Super Bowl. If they continue to play like this, you're going to have to score 30 points on the Dolphins to win. Bare minimum. This is what we're seeing when Jalen Waddle comes back from his concussion protocol. They're going to be scary. Tua was 16 of 16 passing. Think about that. He was 16 of 16. I think it was like 230 yards he had in the game. At any point in the game, that's the end game for a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of franchise quarterbacks. If your franchise quarterback ends the game 16 to 16, 250, what are we saying? You won the game, probably 27-14 type thing.
He did finish the game 23 of 26, 309, 4 touchdowns. He only missed 3 passes. Tua had a great game, and they're also not at full strength as they are missing Jalen Ramsey, their superstar corner that they traded for this offseason. But I don't want to pick Super Bowl teams off of 3 weeks. I think a lot can happen over the span of 17, 18, 19 weeks of football. I feel like it's too premature. Although they did look good against the worst team in football, the Denver Broncos. They did look very good against the worst team in football. I do want to say that. Mike White even threw a touchdown pass for all we're saying. So pivoting to Henry. Ooh, actually this way. Henry.
Yeah.
Who is your winners for week 3?
Winners for week 3, man. I think I got to elevate the same sentiment. I got to go with the Dolphins. The Dolphins look great, man. Like offensively, the Dolphins are a fast-paced team. The Dolphins are the offense that you want to see in 2023 right now, where they're pitching the ball all across the field. They're running the ball left and right. One of the things they're doing that I love so much about the Dolphins is their celebrations, bro. There is nothing you can say. They're, as a collective, their team celebrations are probably some of the best in the league, bro. Some of the best team celebrations I've seen come from the Dolphins over the last 2 years. And so I think that the Dolphins are right where they need to be. They need to stay healthy. They need to keep who they have healthy and improve the health of guys that are down. Because if you can get a Jalen Ramsey to come back and be serviceable on that defense and
that can be big
and be 60-70% of the guy he used to be, we know that Jalen Ramsey was burnt toast the last 3 seasons. Like rock the baby to sleep,
bro. Yes,
rock the baby to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Night and day difference. But if he can at least be 60-70% of the all-pro that he used to be, I think that can give you and that Miami defense an opportunity to be able to, like you said, Alex, compete in the postseason. You've got to keep Tua upright. I think they're doing a good job of doing that so far, but let's really be cognizant of moments where we don't need to have Tua on the field. That would be my only suggestion to the Dolphins organization. If we can keep Tua off the field because we're up by 50 points, let's put somebody else in. That doesn't help me as a fantasy owner of Tua in 2 of my 3 leagues. But what that does say is that says that we're trying to keep Tua around until we get to the Super Bowl. If we can keep him, if we can play a long game and keep him upright, that's where we'll be successful. Another winner for the weekend of week 3, I gotta shout out my Kansas City Chiefs, man. Yeah. Turning our situation around, turning around that week 1 loss to the Lions. And we did so in significant fashion over the weekend, which was really exciting for us. Shout out to our newest, biggest fan, Taylor Swift. Got to give her a little bit of love. She helped my boy Travis Kelce's jersey sales go up by 400%. Shout out to the Swifties. All y'all need to do is just listen to the Dynastyers podcast and help us blow up, please. We need Swifties on this channel. We would love
the Swifties.
We would love 500,000 Swifties. That would make us really happy.
500,000 Swifties.
Please
subscribe. If all of 500,000 Swifties subscribe to the Dynastyers,
listen. If I would tell you,
Swifties locking in for life.
Listen, we're locked in. We're for lifers. We're for lifers.
Ain't no switching up.
Ain't no switching up. You know what I'm saying? If the Swifties jumped on board to the Dynastyers podcast, we will rescue 100 cats.
I promise you.
If we know we will rescue 100 cats. We will rescue 100 cats and 100 dogs. And so now we've rescued little dogs. We love dogs. I'll get 3 of them myself.
And I'd probably keep 2 of them. No
so hey, there we go. 5.
That's 5 right there. Boom. 5.
Swifties, please tap in.
We can do a listening party with the rescued animals.
That's what I'm listen.
Taylor Swift's new album while we watch a Chiefs Jets game.
Man, we have figured it out.
That is week 4. Come on, Swifties. Come on, Swifties. We need you guys.
Swifties, we need y'all. We need y'all.
My winner, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man, because we stayed a little longer on the winners than I kind of wanted to, but I loved it because you guys went in depth, and this new platform bringing out the best in y'all week. I appreciate that.
Gotta be.
I want to go with the winner that neither one of you guys mentioned, though. I want to go with the Houston Texans. And y'all might look at me like I'm crazy, but the winner, I picked them for this reason. They have their franchise quarterback. I know. Everybody's going to be on me and say, oh, but you were Bryce Young. Yes, I was on the Bryce Young hype train. I still am. I still think Bryce Young can be a generational quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. But CJ Stroud is showing that, okay, I may not have that generational upside, but I'm that next tier, and I'm a really, really good quarterback that can be the face of a franchise. And he's doing that with the Houston Texans now. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, which was a popular team for a lot of people. 37-17, dominated them on both sides of the ball. CJ Stroud, 20 of 30, 280 yards passing, 2 tutties. Man, he's showing that he can move a little bit. Tank Dell, I don't know if you guys picked him up in your fantasy leagues. I think I have him in every one of my leagues except maybe one. I guess Henry got him.
Yes, I do.
Pick him up. He's trending upward. He had a great game. Him and CJ Stroud are starting to get that connection. Another reason why I picked the Texans as my Week 3 winner. Don't look now, but they're number 2 in that division behind the Colts, and it's looking like they could do something in that division. So that's all I wanted to say. Let's pay attention to Houston in that division, man. It's crazy that the 2 rookie quarterbacks are the ones kind of. If I'm not mistaken, they're all in the same division, right? I hope I didn't fib up. I'm pretty sure the Colts, Texans.
Yeah.
Colts, Texans, Jags, and Titans, right? Colts, Texans. Yeah, see, the Titans look like they've fallen off a cliff. I don't even recognize Derrick Henry anymore. I don't know if y'all do, but that's not looking like Derrick Henry. Yeah, he's just
like Derrick. That's Henry Derrick.
Exactly. So, man, with them being tied with 1 and 2 with the Jags, honestly, they're above the Jags. So they own the tiebreaker now. And with the Titans losing to the Browns, they're 1 and 2. They're looking number 2 in that division. They got a shot. I want to come back around to the panel. Henry, I'm coming to you this time. Let me get your losers of Week 3.
Man, when I think about losers of Week 3, there are certain teams that I always hold out hope for. Like I was really holding out hope for.
Don't
teams like the Saints.
Okay.
Yeah, I was holding on teams like the Saints, man, because I just really thought that the Saints were a quarterback away, and I thought Derek Carr was a quarterback to do that. And to know that they lost to the Packers so late. I don't know if y'all watched how captivating Jordan Love looked.
It was a really good game, bro.
The last 8 minutes of the game,
he looked like a different guy.
He was down by 14, 15 points, bro. Like, and for him to turn the organization around in that pivotal moment, that was a game-defining chance for him to show that he is, like you guys have been saying, the franchise quarterback. But the Saints just really let me down, man. I was really high on Derek Carr. This was a loss for me this week. Baker Mayfield, it was a loss for me this week, but I still have hope that Baker is back. I really want to say Baker is back because I think what he's been doing with the Buccaneers thus far looks really good. And if I'm not mistaken, they're still leading that division. And so it's not a bad loss to take to the team that played in the Super Bowl. So I put loser beside the Buccaneers with an asterisk. I just need Baker to go ahead and get back into his mode. I need him to go ahead and lock back in because he has some really good weapons on that roster. Mike Evans, Godwin, what they've got in the running back room with that kid White, they've got some good weapons on that team. I need Baker to go ahead and lean back into the role of being the superstar quarterback that I think he can be. And I think it's all about confidence at this point. It's not that he doesn't have a big-time receiver. It's not that he doesn't have a loaded wide receiver or passing game room or a running back that can make plays or that he doesn't have a stout defense because their defense is pretty solid, leaving Philly to 25 points, having intercepted Jalen Hurts. What was it? 2 times on interceptions, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's not characteristic of Jalen Hurts either.
At all. And so he's got a good chance with this Buccaneers team to make a good push. I just need Baker to get over the hump. I need him to clear his mind and get back to playing his game. If Baker can do that, I think Baker is going to have a really, really solid comeback 2023 year. I think he could potentially easily be a comeback candidate, right? I think his name will be on that list at the end of the year.
I do like him for comeback player of the year. Another guy to watch for that award, Mike Thomas for the Saints that you mentioned. He's been okay. If he can stay healthy, he catches pretty good passes from Derek Carr. They get him involved pretty well. You don't give Derek Carr a pass for the injury he suffered because they were up 17-0 before he got hurt. That was the only question I had. And I also wanted to say the person that came to mind that last 8 minutes for Jordan Love. I don't know if you guys remember this. And I hate to bring this guy up because us at the Dynastyers were not a huge fan of this guy by any means. But the Houston Texans version of Deshaun Watson when it was just like not a lot around him established. Because let's think about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's think about it. Aaron Jones was injured. AJ Dillon didn't have the best day. They had like a undrafted rookie running back in there.
He didn't have Christian Watkins.
He didn't have Christian Watson. You're right. A bunch of no-name receivers. Dobbs, Jaden Reed's a rookie, and he willed them to win that game when they were losing 17-0 for most of that game. So I just wanted to mention that. It kind of took me back to Deshaun just was willing his team to win with not a lot of talent. But Henry, again, I give you the floor for that question.
No. I think that was a really great comparison, because one of the things that the Packers organization has done is they've created this idea that drafting a quarterback and stashing him for a little while can work if you are developing the quarterback appropriately.
Exactly.
And so how have they been so successful over the last 30 years doing and following this philosophy, and no other team could be this successful, right? I think that we've seen that the 49ers are trying to do it. The 49ers have sneakily been really good at doing it, because whether people want to admit it or not, Brock Purdy is the guy he said he is, and he is a ball player. Brock Purdy is a ball player. He's the guy he said he was. And I don't care what anyone else says. But this is me staying on Jordan Love for this moment because he deserves the elevation. I think what they have done in Green Bay, they have done it in a strategically impactful way that will change the element of how we see drafting quarterbacks, how we see having leadership on our team, and how we see maintaining veteran talent into a peak where that young guy can actually play. So,
okay. That makes sense, bro. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm a huge fan. I know, Alex, you're a fan of Jordan Love as well, bro. He's definitely not the loser this week because he turned his terrible game around. But I want to come to you for your losers for week 3. Who do you got?
Oh, man. Well, one of my losers for week 3, I think my biggest loser is the Broncos. I feel so sorry for this franchise. Yeah. They deserve so much better going from Shannon Sharp. Then they sucked a little bit. Then they got Peyton Manning. They got a ring. Then they sucked a little bit. Now they still suck. Pause. Sorry. Anyway. this franchise is just they've been through it, man. Russell Wilson, the only thing he's brought with him is Sierra and Baby Future. That's about it. 70. Excuse me. Let me slow down. 20-70 when they have the opportunity to get 72 on you with 8 minutes left. Somebody has to get fired. You still have time. You can still fire somebody before the week is out. It's only Wednesday. Somebody's got to go, though. I don't care who it is. It could be the team dog. Somebody's got to go. The horse.
I know it's quieter on that building, but people
it's real. They gotta be. That's my biggest loser of week 3 off the rip. The second, and for me, look. I'm a Commander fan. We can't lose 37-3. We can't. We can't do that as a franchise. Y'all know I don't really stand with Sam Howell. I don't know how he's still on the team, but he is. We need to get rid of him immediately. He's the same thing as Zach Wilson. And then that's my third loser, Zach Wilson. I wouldn't even say the Jets. Zach Wilson looks like Jamarcus Russell. I want to read something out to you. I just want to tell you guys something. In the first 25 games of Jamarcus Russell's career,
I saw
he went. Stat. You saw it. He was like
8-17.
It was 7-15, I think.
In his first 25, he won one extra game to Zach. It was 8-17 for him. Zach was 7-18. Yeah, I saw
that's horrible.
Yeah, and their completion percentage, touchdown interception ratio.
Jamarcus Russell is better than him.
Oh yes, it's like Jamarcus has better numbers.
17 of 18,
like 58, and then 57. It's crazy, bro. It's like he's worse.
You gotta get rid of
Russell, bro. He's worse than Jamarcus Russell.
I don't care who it is. You got to get rid of Zach Wilson, and we have to get rid of Sam Howell. I don't know how we're going to do it, but honestly, Kate, I think the Commanders are the reason why you won't get Caleb Williams. I think we're going to lose a lot more games than everybody's saying that we're going to win. We got a good receiving core. We got a great running back core, but our quarterbacks selection is just horrendous. So that's why I think y'all are not going to get Caleb Williams, because I think we would get Caleb Williams before you guys. The Broncos have to fire somebody. That end the discussion. They got to fire somebody. Somebody's got to go.
Yeah, bro, I agree. Part of me was thinking personally after I saw that game Sunday, I was like, bro, do you fire Sean Payton? But you can't fire Sean Payton with that contract you gave him. And then I'm like, do you release Russell Wilson? And I'm like, you can't do that with the money he's owed. So it's like, what's next? Like, you can't, like the DC, they said it was Vance Joseph, like he has tenure like in the league. It's like he's a veteran DC. So it's just surprising that he got 70 put on his head. But my loser for week 3, it's simple. I can't believe you guys missed it. I'm not even going to go with the Broncos getting 70 put on their dome because I don't expect much from the Broncos. I'm not going to go with your Commanders, Alex, because in fact, I knew you guys were going to come back down to earth. Y'all were pumping y'all chest when y'all were 2-0. Yeah, we 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Yeah, the Commanders better than the Jets. Yeah, but now y'all right back where we are. Right back. What Eminem say? Flash back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. 37-3, y'all gravity fell. Y'all beat the Cardinals and the Broncos. Y'all can have them two terrible teams. We both down here on the bottom. My L is the Dallas Cowboys. How in the heck do you lose to the Arizona Cardinals, the team that is supposed to be tanking for Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. with Josh Dobbs, like Alex said, who's didn't they say he works for NASA? He was working for NASA 3-4 months ago, bro. And then they called him up to come and be the Cardinals quarterback, bro. He's like a engineer,
career pass.
Yeah,
bro. So Josh Dobbs was with the Browns and he got traded to the Cardinals. I don't know if he was working at NASA. That I'll do some more research on, but I do know that he's still so new that when he went to the store to buy his jersey, his name wasn't there. And my boy done won a bunch of games. So I don't know. I'm getting that back.
Bro, Henry, it's right here, bro. Earlier this year, this is an article from the NFL Players Association in 2022, 2023, maybe. This man, Josh Dobbs, earlier this year, he was when he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not sure when he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was at the NASA place in Florida as a part of the NFLPA externship and experience where it takes NFL players and like gives them a rocket scientist like experience, bro. It said it's been a dream of his since he was a 6-year-old boy to be a rocket scientist. That is what he was doing prior to doing what he did to the Dallas Cowboys. There's no reason that the Dallas Cowboys should have let the Arizona Cardinals do that to them. So those are my big losers. And honestly, I feel like it's self-explanatory. We were all high on the Cowboys. The Cowboys were 2-0 as well. They beat us and they beat the Giants. Two teams that are significantly worse than them. And people are pumping them up. Might be time to park the brakes on the Dallas Cowboys.
My boy's talking about pump it up.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to actually kick it back to you, Henry. I want to get to players of the week. We're going to start offensive. I'm going to come to both of y'all. Then we're going to go defensive, and we're going to get into some around the NFL news. So, Henry, let me get your offensive player for week 3.
Offensive player for week 3, man. This was a toss-up because there were a couple of big players that took place that made some big plays this week, right? Yes. I got to shout out that young boy, Kenneth Walker III. Kenneth Walker III, in my opinion, is the offensive player of the week this week. I'm talking about 18 carries for 97 and 2 touchdowns is huge. He even contributed in the passing game with 3 catches for 59 yards with a quarterback that we have all openly professed is not the best, but is above what many think to be the worst quarterback in Zach Wilson. So he's a little bit better than Zach. Right.
My man Zach just catches shots.
Yeah.
Chance he gets, bro. It's deserved though. Keep going, bro. My bad.
Well, let's not say he's catching shots. I think that's a little.
He's incompleting the shots. He's missing the shots.
There we go. I'm about to say y'all wild on here today. You out?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking. Wow. Pause. My bad. I thought it was a play about him missing his pass attempts. My bad.
No, y'all camels on here tripping tonight. Y'all camels tripping.
That's my bad.
All
Alex,
right.
do you want to? Would you like to go next in terms of giving your offensive player for week 3?
Go next. I think my boy Alex is having a little bit of
Alex might be having a little technical difficulties. Everybody, we got to get him back on the show. Got to get him back.
No worries. He don't got that spectrum.
Man. He got that.
Yeah, he
pay your bill, brother.
That fiber, that fiberware.
He got that Motorola track phone, that Obama phone
Wi-Fi over
there, man. We're gonna get Alex back to y'all when we can.
Yeah,
we're gonna get Alex back to the room. Until then, I'm gonna step in and actually give y'all my offensive players of the week. And I want to give y'all my offensive players of the week because do we have Alex back with us? Alex. See, Alex still isn't with us, everybody, so he's still having technical difficulties. We're going to let him handle that. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and go through my offensive players of the week. So, man, my offensive players of the week, it's a list. It's a basketball starting 5, I'd just say, something around those lines. Because this was the weekend of the wide receiver. Let's just keep it a beam, bro. Jamar Chase, 15 targets from Joe Burrow, had 12 catches, 141 yards. Devontae Adams had 20 targets from Jimmy Garoppolo, had 13 catches, 172 yards, 2 tutties. This man, Keenan Allen, after losing his partner in crime, Mike Williams, which we are going to talk about later in the show, to the torn ACL. Unfortunately, please get well soon, Mike Williams. Keenan Allen had 20 targets, 18 receptions for 215 yards. Tyreek Hill had a big game. I know they already mentioned the 70-pointer that the Dolphins put up, but man, this was the weekend of the wide receiver. I just enjoyed seeing all these wide receivers eat, man. It's just great to see these guys putting up yards like this. And with Tyreek being on my team on fantasy, I enjoyed seeing Tyreek put up his 157 in the score. So that was amazing for me, man. I enjoyed seeing these wide receivers go crazy. Like I said, the weekend of the wide receiver, if you want one name, pick one of those 4 names, but you got 4 great ones to choose from. So I'm actually going to kick it back to you, big bro. Defensive players of the week. Who is your defensive player of this week?
Man, when you start talking about defensive players, man, it's a lot of guys who's balling right now, bro. It's you always got to talk about guys like Micah. Micah Parsons is balling. He always quietly does the thing. Man, I got to elevate 2 guys that I think are really in their bag right now and their teammates. Those guys at Pittsburgh, man, TJ Watt and that boy with Highsmith, them guys are crazy together. That is a crazy pass rushing duo there. I think that the better the Steelers get, the more reps they get at quarterback for their young guy, I think the better opportunity they'll be able to have to push that talent forward. Because, man, when I think about rushing the passer, there's nothing that we can talk about without talking about TJ Watt. Then you got
definitely, yes.
Then you got Levi Wallace, who had 2 interceptions. Like, come on, like this defense is pretty good. You've got Joey Porter, a young corner on that roster. You've got guys like Marcus Golden who can get to the quarterback. Keanu Benton, who's a young dude that they brought in to help really ignite that team. Cam Hayward is not even playing right now. So that defense could really, really get after it once they get healthy. And so for me, the defensive player of the week, like I said, in totality, I think is the Steelers defense, but I think a large piece of why that engine is running as hot as it is and the car is driving as fast is because of TJ Watt. TJ Watt, in my opinion, is one of the, if not top 3 defensive players in football right now. I think the top 3 players in football are all pass rushers, and I think TJ Watt is a strong number 2, but he's tied for number 2 with Micah Parsons, with Aaron Donald being the number 1 player and defensive player in football right now.
Okay. I respect that. Where would you rank Nick Bosa on that? I don't want to stick on that too much because I want to get to my defensive player of the week.
Yeah.
I had a guy that had a surprising day, but where would you put Nick Bosa in terms of those edge rushers?
In terms of those edge rushers, I would have to put Nick Bosa probably at 4, just because while Nick is a guy, while Nick is a player, I think that there's a maturity that comes to the game that I'm ready to see from him and Micah that I haven't quite seen yet. They can go get after it, no question about it. They're pure dogs, but I would love to see them go get after it a little bit more with a maturity and and maybe maturity comes with the money for a guy like Bosa, because he just got paid. Like he's rich now. Right. I would like to see a little bit more of a maturity come out of their game. And that is like durability, taking care of the body, being thoughtful about health. And I think they do a really good job of both Aaron Donald and TJ. I mean, heck, TJ tore his pec and came back, 3-4 weeks?
Bro, he had that joint taped up and stapled together, had a little brace on his arm where he couldn't move his arm too far. And that's just all he did, bro. Looking like we might have Alex back on for everybody. We're gonna try to get him to try his audio one more time. Alex, you with us, everybody?
And everybody say, L-A-9, yeah. Yeah, we still can't hear you.
We still can't hear you, big dog. It might be a G. I don't know why it is, bro. I don't know what's going on with you.
Maybe if you hop out and hop back in, we'll get you squared away.
Yeah. Just try one more time, and we'll try to get you right.
But yeah, right. I'll send it back over to you for your defensive players.
Okay, yeah, appreciate that, bro. And again, Dynastyers fan, man, this is new. We learning. Stick with us. I promise you, this is the worst episode we will have. They will all go up from here. My defensive first. I will go with Terrell Bernard, linebacker for the Buffalo Bills. He had a tremendous game on all facets of the defensive side. 7 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, had an interception and a pass deflection. He was a major part of the Buffalo Bills dismantling of the Washington Commanders, the previously undefeated Washington Commanders. Buffalo Bills defense is acting like we always thought they would now, and that is amazing to see. So I look for him to be one of those backers, man. Matt Milano needs help in that linebacker room. He can be one of those guys to assist him.
Is it interesting that since they've gotten rid of Edmonds, their defense has looked a little bit better?
It has. I mean, and to be honest, as long as they had them 2 safeties, Hyde and Poyer, they were going to be fine regardless. Like those 2 safeties kept them good, and their D-line solid. Floyd, Russo, they have looked better without that man, though, Henry. I completely agree with you.
And when does Vaughn come back?
He was on the PUP list, so the first 4 weeks he was out. So he should be back week 5. He's coming back when Jonathan Taylor, guys like that come back. So
yeah, that'll be a good addition for them defensively. I think that'll give guys a little bit more of an opportunity to make plays on passes. When you can finally get somebody who can really rush the quarterback the way a guy like Von Miller can. And I think Von is taking pride in his body. I think Von still has a little bit more to give us as an edge rusher. And so I'm excited to see what he does when he comes back, because that Buffalo defense looks pretty good. Like they look decent even against the Jets game.
They did. Oh,
even in week 1, like everybody kind of looks bad in week 1, but I think even against the Jets, the defense wasn't bad.
Not
the defense, they were getting after the quarterback the way they should.
It was in fact a sack where Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. So they were getting after the quarterback. So I think we have Alex back with us. We're going to keep trying this, Dynastyers fan. We're going to get him in here because he has to give y'all his defensive player of the week. And there we go. Yes, sir. Alex back in the show, man. Alex, please, defensive players of the week. The people are dying to hear what you got to say.
All right, bro. Look, I don't know if y'all said this man's name before yet, but Kei'Trell Clark was the best defensive player week 3 for me. I know the list might be fluid or whatever they say. Fluid, moves like water, whatever the case. But in my week 3, Keytrell Clark, 8 tackles. Come on now. What are we talking about? The Cowboys were supposed to win that game. I know the Cowboys fumbled. They did what they always do. They lose games that they're supposed to win. And that's what makes the NFL season even more special. But the Cardinals weren't going anywhere. We see how they treat Kyler Murray. I feel like this is all karma coming back on them. But I have to call a spade and give it to Keytrell Clark.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Keytrell. You actually shortchanged him. I got to give him his props. He had 8 solos, but 10 total tackles.
My fault. I'm looking at the
deflections. I'm like, that's a great name, bro. I didn't even think about the Cardinals defense, and I chose him as my winner. That's an amazing name, bro. Now we want to get to the NFL news and just kind of sports news in general, man. Portion of this show. The leadoff topic of that is unfortunately Mike Evans' knee injury. He did unfortunately tear his ACL this past. Mike Williams. Ooh, I said Mike Evans. Ooh, not Mike Evans. Ooh, no,
not Mike Evans, please. Not for my fantasy team, bro.
Lord, I apologize. Please take that out the air. Mike Williams' knee injury. I don't want to talk about Mike Evans that bad. I got Mike Evans on my team as well in one of my leagues. Mike Williams unfortunately had the knee injury, and now his snaps, his play looks to get replaced by rookie Quentin Johnson out of TCU. So I just kind of want to pitch it over around to you guys on the panel. Starting back with you, Alex. We're happy to have you back, man. What do you think about this knee injury from Mike Williams? How do you think Justin Herbert's going to deal?
Well, first off, prayers to Mike Williams. You never want to see a brother go down like that, especially one so talented. So prayers to him for a speedy recovery, and a healthy one nonetheless. Now you said Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert has his own problems even before the knee injury. He hasn't been performing to the level that we thought he was, or he should have been. A lot of people were trying to put him, I think, too prematurely in that group of Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and then even trying to slide him up there with Mahomes, and he's just not there. He's more a tier below Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. But he still has weapons. It's not like he's weaponless. He still has a chance to be a major factor, be a major presence in the playoffs. Maybe a first or a second round exit. So there's no excuses really, in my opinion, for Justin Herbert. This is a significant hit to his offense, but he still has enough, in my opinion, to make some noise.
Okay, that's respect, bro. I completely agree with you as well. I want to pitch it to Henry as well because I want to get your opinion on the Mike Williams knee injury and what does that mean for the Chargers moving forward.
So it's funny, right? Because Darius, you and I both talked the day before Mike Williams played, and I said, bro, I think Mike Williams might really go off. And he was like, bro, you think da-da-da? And I was like, yeah, bro, it looks like Mike is actually staying healthy this year. And that's the issue because I make the mistake every season, Dynastyers podcast family. I make the mistake every year in fantasy in drafting Mike Williams. I think that Mike Williams is a really good talent, and the mistake I make is thinking that he's going to make it all 18 games, all 17 games, and he has not done so for me in a very long time. So what I want to bring up is, while we wish Mike Williams a speedy recovery, we cannot ignore the fact that his entire NFL career has been riddled with injuries. From 2017, he had a back vertebrae disc hernia. He had a bruised knee later that year. In 2019, he had a back lower lumbar muscle spasms. In 2020, he had a shoulder AC joint sprain. And later that year in 2020, he had a thigh hamstring strain, grade 2. We want to talk about later in 2020, he had lower back issues. In 2022, he had high ankle sprain, grade 3. And then we want to talk about later in 2022, he had another high ankle sprain that was graded as number 1. And so this is all on top of injuries that took place in college where he had a cervical neck fracture.
I thought he had neck injuries at Clemson, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had a neck injury in 2015. And so we're talking about a player with so much potential. I'm looking at it right now, Draft Sharks is a site that has profiles on players and usage, right?
Shout out Draft Shark.
Shout out Josh Shark.
They have his injury guide as very high risk. They say chance of injury in 2023, chances of missing at least 2 quarters. Do you know what percentage they have him at?
Out of 100?
Out of 100%, they have him at 80%. They said that he had an 80% chance of missing time in 2023. They said he had a chance of injury per game. He's at risk a 9% chance per game to miss football.
And I don't like those odds. Some people like the game of football is already like high chance of injury just with cut, like big, like let me go and say no homo. Like big guys running into each other fast speeds. Like it's like car crashes.
Yeah.
That's essentially like you can essentially get hurt on any like just running. And so it's lessening my chance of getting a guy that's possibly going to get hurt every time is what I'd want to do. It's just unfortunate, man, because he was looking good this season. He was looking really good. He was
let me give you some more context to how crazy this is. This assessment of his injury history came out in August.
Oh wow. It's September.
This came out in August. He just tore his ACL over the weekend. And so I'm not trashing Mike Williams. You heard me say it, folks. I'm saying it to Mike Williams. You ever listen to the podcast, you're sitting at home and want to be part of the Dynastyers family. I'm not saying that you're not a great player. I have so much faith in you that I bet on you every year. So it's not about whether or not I think you're talented. It's about the durability. And I think at this point, the Chargers organization was very smart in knowing that we need to draft a wide receiver because there's a good chance that we're going to take There's a good chance we're going to take a hit either with Mike Williams or with Ian Allen. And so
one of them two.
Amazing job supplementing and protecting themselves while still giving their quarterback an opportunity to be good. Now, everyone knows how I feel about the Chargers quarterback. I am not a super fan. I don't really care too much for Herbert. I'm going to say it. I don't care too much for Herbert. I made the point last week, and I'll make the point again. Herbert is not a vocal enough leader, in my opinion, based on how the team performs. There is no way that a guy like Patrick Mahomes, that a guy like Tom Brady, that a guy like Aaron Rodgers, that a guy like who have we seen come across the league? Eli. I don't believe that Herbert is vocal enough. I hope that now that he has lost a valuable weapon in the wide receiver room, he picks up the phone, calls the guys on this team, and says, we need to get our act together so that way we can fight for second place in this division, because that's the best y'all are going to do. That's the best y'all are going to do. It's unfortunate, but that's the best y'all are going to do. It's truly unfortunate. I hope that Quentin Johnston learns from this experience, gathers some valuable information. I hope that Austin Eckler becomes healthy so that way they can get a nice push towards, utilizing his skills and his talents in the offense. I hope that Gerald Everett can be serviceable at their tight end and get a little bit more volume now that Williams is not in the offense. I would love to see some of these guys make some big plays, but it's tough, man. It's tough. I think this might be Mike Williams' last year as a Charger. It's unfortunate. I think Mike is now going to run the carousel of trying to find a new home because they've got your replacement. If Quentin Johnston finishes top 6 in Rookie of the Year awards, top 7 Rookie of the Year awards.
Oh, it might be Ravs.
Ain't no might about it. Ain't no might about it. If he does that and he's healthy while he does that, it's over. Mike Williams, you come on to Kansas City. Come on to Kansas City, bro. Come on to Kansas City. We'll throw you the ball. We'll treat you like we did Josh Gordon. We'll pitch it to you a couple of games, let you make some big plays and sit you down, bro.
And see, the crazy thing that you mentioned that, bro, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I did not mean to, but I'm just thinking, I'm a numbers guy, so I think numbers. I pulled up this man, Mike Williams' contract, 2023. This is his last guaranteed year. They have a potential out in 2024.
He's got a $32 million cap hit.
Yeah, bro.
$32 million cap hit for I'm cutting him. He's out of
There's
here.
a world where
Outta
him
here.
turning 29 this year, he could be looking for a new team for his age 30 season, and that's insane to think about, bro.
Out of here.
Man,
I gotta let him go. I got to.
and that's the nature of the business when you think about it in terms of, because like you said, you don't spend a first round pick on a guy like Quentin Johnson for nothing. And honestly, just kind of continuing off of this, just speaking of injuries, we don't want to stay too negative. We want to talk about some of the guys that are making their way back to practice, looking to play in week 4 and potentially in week 5 after they come off of the 4-week IR and the PUP list. So Austin Eckler has returned back to practice. He's looking to try to play week 4, but it's more likely week 5. Cooper Kupp is expected to be back for week 5.
Thank you, Jesus. I got Cooper Kupp in every fantasy league, and he is not playing, bro.
He's not playing, bro. Not playing.
Bro.
Bryce Young is back on the practice field. Alex, you'll be happy to see this. Jalen Waddle's cleared concussion protocol, and he's back on the practice field. Anthony Richardson's back on the practice field after clearing protocol. Jimmy G's cleared protocol, so he's back on the field. So it's good to see that a lot of these guys are trying to get back healthy. They've even said Aaron's making progress in rehab. Shout out to the Pat McAfee show. So, I mean, hey, but they're also saying a guy like we mentioned, Mike Williams is going to be missing time. They also said that Joe Burrow's still dealing with his calf injury. So it's a lot going on, man. The season's still young, but there's a lot of injury to go around for everybody. So we're going to pray for, like Alex said, speedy recoveries for everybody, man. And hopefully Aaron gets back before the end of the season, because that'd be nice to see.
Playoffs, that's what he said.
But he gonna lose that leg if he come back during the playoffs. Bro. They're gonna have to amputate that joint. I'm sorry. I don't want to wish the bad on him like that. But don't do that, Aaron. Give yourself some time, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta have you gotta be realistic with yourself, bro. Give yourself some time, bro. You 39, bro. You don't heal. You don't heal like, bro. I rolled my ankle yesterday, bro. My foot swelled up this morning.
Oh man.
I'm 29. You don't heal the same, Aaron. Like, stop it, bro. You don't.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. And like we mentioned earlier in the show, Derek Carr with his AC sprain, they said he's week to week, but he's most likely going to be on the bench week 4. So Taysom Hill might be getting some quarterback plays. That's another little fantasy lob for y'all. You know, I do this fantasy stuff, man. But yeah, Jameis Winston most likely will start a quarterback for them. Let's go ahead and get to our week 4 predictions. We're not going to go through every game because that would just be insane, but we are going to try to highlight some of these major games from week 4. Of course, we're going to talk about each one of our teams playing. My team plays Henry's team, so that's going to be easy, but we are going to also highlight some of the other games that are interesting. So let's start with the Commanders and the Eagles. What are your guys' thoughts about that game? I'm going to start with Alex since it is his team. What is your thought going into this Eagles game, Alex?
My thought is that I will personally go to DC and fire somebody myself if we put up 3 points again. I know we're going to lose the game.
Okay,
I would be quite shocked if we won the game. I would be quite shocked in a really nice way. Don't get me wrong, but still shocked if we got 14 points on the Eagles. But if we win the game, all bets are off. So yeah.
Okay. I gotta come to Henry because Henry's team got a tough matchup this week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Difficult matchup this week.
I don't know what you're talking about. Kansas City by 21. Y'all hold on tight.
You know y'all coming to the Meadowlands, huh? You know y'all coming to MetLife, right?
Bro. And the only thing that's got life is the name on y'all stadium because that organization doesn't. We finna beat y'all to sleep, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I've seen
Alex. I just like that, Alex. I became part of the problem, not the solution.
I could see a world where y'all don't score more than 17 points, though. I could see a 17-10 dub for y'all.
You're 17-10 dub. You're crazy.
We're gonna run the ball a lot, bro. You know we're not gonna get in a shootout with Patrick Mahomes. Come on now, bro. We're gonna lose.
You're crazy. It doesn't matter if you want to get in a shootout. If we're scoring in 5 minutes and y'all are scoring in 9 minutes, you don't have enough time to win this ball game. You don't have enough. You're not getting enough possessions.
I see it like this, bro. Zach Wilson's going to show y'all why he was the number 2 pick, bro. I'm calling it now. My Jets upset the Chiefs Sunday evening. I'm calling it. I done said it. You want to put something on it?
Put something on it.
I'll put something on it.
What you want on it?
Here we go. I want your PlayStation if the Jets.
Oh,
I went to a
man.
PlayStation 5.
Ooh.
If y'all lose.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just me?
I want your PlayStation. No, I'm trying to think, bro, because you and I are going to be together when this game kicks off, more than likely, right?
Yes.
They kick off. Well, no, we probably won't because shout out to Destiny, our little sister. We're
Shout
celebrating.
out, babes. Love you.
Celebrating her birthday this weekend. So we actually won't because the kickoff is at 8:20. Spoiler: Darius and I were supposed to be at this game. It was supposed to be an engagement surprise. Darius is doing some big kid things in the near future, and so as a gift from me to him, we were supposed to go to the Chiefs game this weekend with Aaron Rodgers playing. But since we realized there's no need to make that trip, we are going to now celebrate our sister's birthday. I know our priorities are all screwed up. Either way, what we're saying is this: Kansas City is going to dog walk the Jets. The Jets have no answer for what Kansas City is getting ready to do. The best thing the Jets have going for them is a DB room that can make it hard for us to throw the football. So I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is going to come out there unscathed. He's going to be sacked twice. He's going to throw an interception. I'm telling you that now. I know football. I'm usually not wrong, guys. So go ahead and put that down. If you're starting Pat this week, he's going to get sacked twice. He's going to have an interception. But here's what's going to happen. Patrick Mahomes is going to do the Patrick Mahomes-esque thing where once we go into half, down by 3, because that's what's going to happen. We're going to go into half down by 3. It'll probably be a 10-7, maybe 14-10 halftime where the Jets feel like, oh, we're at MetLife. Everything's good. We've got control. We're going to go into it. We're going to do some jibber jabber in the locker room. We're going to come out and the score is going to be like 38-14 at the end of the night. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. Like it happens.
Bro. Let's put Smoothie King on it, bro. Because
we can put Smoothie King, we can put Burger King, we can put Nat King Cole on it. What do you want to do, bro?
Let's put Smoothie King on it. A large smoothie for Smoothie King.
Put on it, bro. What you
got
need?
Got it in the notes, bro. Say less.
We got it in the notes. All right. So now, if my Chiefs come out here and dog walk y'all, I want Smoothie King every Friday for the next month. And you need to find that.
Ooh, you're not trying to bet like that.
Every Friday. Okay, cool. Go ahead and cut
that's a bet. That's a bet. Let's shake on that. Smoothie King for the next week, for the next month on this. I'm with it, bro.
Every Friday.
You bet Zach Wilson, Zach.
I don't know why you talking to him. You don't even need to talk to him. You need to keep Sauce, Quinn,
Robert.
Yeah, you need to talk to all them, bro.
James, Salah, whatever, however you pronounce it. Yeah. Y'all better hoop. Let's get it.
Bro, it's over, bro. Go ahead and pack it up, bro.
Let's get it, bro.
I don't know why you bet that shit. Okay,
yeah,
my fault.
Y'all gonna see, bro. Y'all gonna see.
Yeah, he's smoking drugs. I don't know what they got you doing down at Faisal, but you better tell them to stop.
You go on that laughing gas, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you better stop.
Last but not least, one last game I just wanted to highlight that I saw was important. It was a game we were talking about kind of earlier. It was the Dolphins-Bills. That matchup of just the Dolphins' crazy offense versus the Bills have a good offense on paper. What are y'all thinking about that game? What is the consensus there? Who do you think is coming out on top? 1:00 game. It's the 1:00 game. So
I think Buffalo might get this one. I think Buffalo might get it. I think the Dolphins might split because the Dolphins are at Buffalo. Yeah, I think they might. I think they split. I think they'll split. I think Buffalo gets it this time just because they're healthy at the start of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, next time they see him, they might not, because the next time they see him is going to be in Miami. You know, the Dolphins get banged up pretty quick. I mean, the Bills get banged up right around week 8, 9. So you're going to start seeing guys like they're going to mess around. They're going to have to play that boy, what's his name?
I'm not even about to help you with that.
They're going to have to, bro, they're going to have to play that boy.
That, bro. I'm not
they're going to have to play that boy. You know what I'm talking about. They're going to have to play that boy. You know, I ain't said, so we ain't nobody saying no names, so don't nobody know what we talking about.
We go just
ain't really fans out there. It's not really football fans. So but they're gonna have to play that boy. And I'm gonna tell you, when you play him, I get over top. Go over top that boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go deep. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all verts. You know what I'm saying? They go all verts.
He gonna look down the line. He gonna be like,
hey, look.
Mom's over back.
Bro, they go over. Hey, he gonna be like, bro, he gonna be like, he gonna be like this. Look, Alex, he gonna be like, Tyreek.
You hear me?
Hey, so when I was an offensive coordinator, right? This was our signal to tell guys we had to go. We used to watch film. I used to watch film with every position. And when I watched film with the receivers, we used to always go into the receiver rooms and we used to say, who we going to cut up this week? And anytime we had a matchup where one of our guys got matched up with the guy we pick on this week, the guy would look to the sideline. He'd be like, Kate. And I'd be like, go get him. Go get him. And the quarterback will quarterback drop back. 1, 2, 3. Ring, let it go. Go get him. Bro, I can see that look down the sideline. I can see that look. Because that boy going to be in there and ain't going to be nothing. Clear. Gone.
It's going to be
gone.
Nothing he can do, bro.
Nothing he can do.
Yeah, bro. We don't even got to. We don't even got to stay on that.
Put no names to it. That boy gonna be in there. Bro, I'm telling you, the Dolphins gonna lose this time, but the Dolphins said we got something for you when you play that boy the next time. Yes, sir.
No, I think you got it backwards, bro. I think if the Commanders had won this game, you'd have a point. I think if the Commanders had beat the Bills, you would have, like I said, you would have had a point. But the Bills are going to be feeling high and mighty. 37-3 is going to make you puff your chest out a little bit more.
But
you're going to be a little inflated.
70-20 don't make you.
Yeah, 70.
But see, here's what I'm saying. You have backup.
It don't make you.
But see, here's what the Dolphins have that nobody else has. The Dolphins have Tyreek Hill, who set an NCAA record, I think. For track running, 100 meter dash.
On this don't, yeah.
23 miles per hour. Mostert 22. I'm a DA 21. Waddle when he comes back. I mean, I don't know if he'll be back this week, but I don't think they're going to need him. I think the Bills. Yeah. I think Josh Allen is going to be Josh Allen again. I think he's going to throw an interception at a very costly time, probably late third quarter, early fourth quarter. Anyway.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's going to throw a big one. And Stephon Diggs is going to be looking at him a little crazy. And it's going to make him shake up a little bit. It's going to come down to that. Because if it comes down to a gunslinging fight, he does not want it with Tua. Tua is, like Tyreek said when he first got there, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks we have in the league. We ain't talked about it, but he went 23 of 26. That's 88% playing an NFL team. I know it's the Broncos, but that's really good for a high volume gunslinger. So
I would like to say, Dynastyers fam, Alex just traded for Josh Allen, and he in fact just talked to Josh Allen in the.
But check me out. I got Tua too.
Hey, hold on, wait. When did this happen?
I got Tua too.
Alex and I made a Dynastyers podcast trade. I traded him Josh Allen. I traded him Josh Allen and Puka Nacua. Got back Saquon Barkley and Brock Purdy. So I'm happy with the trade.
Bro, it's some BS taking place right here, bro. It's some illusion, bro.
Look, hey, I already got Christian McCaffrey. So Brock Purdy and C-Mac together, they're going to stack. I already know he's going to get McCaffrey touchdowns enough. So got Kittle at tight end so he can hit Kittle sometimes for scores. And then when Saquon and Jonathan Taylor come back, Dynastyers fam.
Bro.
Look, I just know I got Mostert, who is the best running back in the league.
Man,
he is the best running back in fantasy right now. I have to give you that nod. Mostert
also got Akani, DA. I got him too.
DA
also got Bilwan Robinson. I got him too. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no walk in the park over here. Bro, you know I got that boy Debo. Shout out to Debo.
That man Debo stay hurt.
Yeah, but when he look Debo, it ain't nothing about that, bro.
Hey, Henry, go and uphold that trade, bro.
Bro, y'all cheating, bro.
How am I cheating?
We cheating.
Bro, what's going on here, bro?
What are you
Don't
talking
worry about
about?
it. Don't worry about it. I got something for y'all. I'm finna tighten all
What
that
are you,
up.
bro? What are you talking about?
I see. No. Dynastyers podcast. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. You gotta keep your eye on these two right here. They got that home cooking from that Campbell. You know how they do it. Them PWIs. They grease each other palm and stuff. You know.
Dynastyers.
But it's some wild
Hey,
boys. Right there.
Dynasty-
PWI, some wild boys.
Hey,
Campbell County. There's some wild
Dynastyers.
boys, bro. I ain't fooling with
Dynastyers.
y'all.
I am
I ain't fooling with
0-3
y'all.
in this
Don't even worry
league.
about it. I'm finna tighten all
Three
that.
and
I'm
oh.
0-3 in this league, Dynasty. I gotta
tighten all
change
that.
something up, or it's gonna be
Tighten
too
all that
late.
up.
It's
Don't
gonna
even
be
worry
too
about
late.
it. Alex, what you want for Bijan? I'm about to tighten all that up. What you want?
Man,
Right
Bijan,
now, on the
he
spot.
gotta
What
stay,
you want?
bro. He gotta stay, bro. I'm sorry.
What you want right now
Him and
on the
Monster
spot?
staying, bro.
Here we go. Let me see what them boys got. What's up? What's up with McLaurin? What you with McLaurin? What you hey McLaurin?
But Lawrence is not even.
Stop it!
Come on, bro.
Stop it! What's up with Kenneth Walker?
He offered me McLaurin.
I got McLaurin.
Oh, you got K-Dub?
You know I got K triple dub.
Yeah. I got enough running backs now that I got Saquon. Bro, go and uphold our trade. You're the league commish.
Oh yeah, I am. Okay, so I can shut all this down. I can
Look,
stop this whole parade.
Look,
He gonna
Henry,
veto it.
Look, Henry, if you stop it, I keep Josh Allen and Dig stack. So either way, I win.
So I can keep y'all down, is what you're saying.
Please do. I'd rather keep Josh. On second thought, reject the trade, bro. I don't agree anymore, Alex.
Wow. No.
Oh snap.
Don't worry about it.
Trying
Either
to
way,
play
fellas.
reverse
Either way, fellas. This was a dope episode, man.
This was a very dope episode. Yes, this was amazing. Before we go, it would only be right. We had to give y'all the Dynastyers podcast, fantasy football update. Because, like I said, it's about a quarter of the way through the season. But I would be remiss if I don't give the people time to give you their reflection. I want to start us off, man. I just want to say, just love everybody. Love. Love is the word that I choose today. Love. And I'll pass it over to Alex. I'll let you go next, my brother.
Love, love is great. But I have another one. I want to say a word I want to give to y'all is courage. Courage to go after what you think you can't have. Because if you go after it, it's gonna shine, and you're gonna go after it, and you're gonna get it. Right. Trust me and believe. Give y'all an example. My New Year's resolution was to be enrolled in grad school by the end of the year. And voila.
Talk that talk.
With a little bit of prayer, a little bit of determination, a little bit of courage.
Talk that talk.
Cooking like Harden in this mug.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
Congratulations.
Y'all can do the same thing. Thank you, my brothers. Bro. Love y'all to death, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Last but not least, Henry, bring it home, my brother.
It's always a pleasure to talk to y'all. Man, I love doing this. This is something that I never thought I would be as passionate about, doing this with my brothers, doing this with my dogs. Man, today's quote, today's important word of wisdom for you is that it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. I need you to know that sometimes adversity comes into our life uniquely and specifically just to challenge us, not to break us, not to make us question ourselves, not to make us look in the mirror and not like who we see. Sometimes it's just to see whether we're going to fight back, whether we're going to stand tall in the midst of adversity, whether we're going to present ourselves in the very best light, even when we don't feel the very best. If we're going to show up when there's moments and reasons not to show up, if we're going to be present when there are moments and reasons not to be present. Sometimes adversity is just designed for that. And so whoever this is for, whoever is feeling that adversity has been approaching them, has been attacking them on every side, I want you to know you can make it. I want you to know, keep showing up, keep standing tall, keep checking in, never quit, never give up, because on the other side of this adversity is an amazing testimony. And more than that, it's an opportunity. Love you all. Take care. I'm so glad to be with y'all another week. Your boy is finna go clock in this 8-hour shift because we go get it. We don't quit. We don't stop. We don't hang our heads, because when it's time to go get this money, somebody's got to do it. Love y'all. This is your boy Hendo. Peace.
Till next time, it's your boys.
Peace out. Be safe.